Hello and welcome to Random Draw, a trip through the vinyl archives of WTBR-FM. When WTBR moved to the new facilities here at Pittsfield Community Television, it brought along with it a tremendous asset, its vinyl collection, numbering nearly 20,000 pieces including full albums, EPs, singles, and so much more. The purpose of this program is to take you back in time to the early days of WTBR when these records were brand new. I'm your host, David Cachet, and over the last couple of years I have acted as sort of archivist of this great collection. Just imagine, if you will, a wall full of records sorted into like cubby holes with about 150 to 200 records in each section. I'm going to be choosing one of these sections to grab records from, and today I'm grabbing it from a very special section of our collection. It's actually a section made up of records that have been donated to us since we took over the station a few years ago. So these are records that people have gotten rid of, didn't need anymore around their house. They said, I know a place that wants vinyl records, and that's WTBR-FM. So people have donated to us hundreds of albums over the last few years, and this particular section of donated records included a really cool find. And we're going to celebrate the life of David Bowie today because someone donated pretty much his entire catalog to us one time. And so I figure what's appropriate now in January, we're going to be celebrating the life of David Bowie. His birthday was on January the 8th, and unfortunately the day he died was on January the 10th. So it's sort of an anniversary on both sides of his life. But we're going to spend the hours listening to some great music by one of my favorite musicians of all time, a man whose albums I had, all of them on CD and everything growing up, and just the world I think of as always the worst place without people like David Bowie in it, because he was able to make some incredible music over the years. And we're going to listen to some of that great music today. We're going to start off with his 10th album from 1976. We're going to listen to the title track, From Station to Station. So here is David Bowie with Station to Station right now on Random Draw.
Such is the stuff from where dreams are woven. Venting sound, dredging the ocean, lost in my circle. Lover's eyes, the return of the thin white juke, making sure white stains. Once there were mountains on mountains, and once there were sunbirds who soared with, and once I could never be down. Got to keep searching and searching, and oh, what will I be believing, and who will connect me with love? Wonderful, wonderful, wonder when have you sought fortune in phases and tried? Drink to the men who protect you and I. Drink, drink, drain your glass, raise your glass high. It's not the side effects of the cocaine. I'm thinking that it must be long. It's too late to be grateful. It's too late to be late again.
Anyway, anyhow, anywhere. That was David Bowie off of his album Pinups from 1973. And before that, we heard the title track from the 1976 album Station to Station. One of my favorite tracks from Bowie, his entire catalog. I always loved the guitar work on that and the whole train build up and then the big switch to sort of a disco anthem at the end of it. Amazing track. Just an amazing track. Now, that last track we just heard from Bowie was the Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere cover, taken from his 1973 album Pinups, which was basically considered sort of a stopgap album. It was just to please the record company, get another album off the contract, I guess. Features just a bunch of cover songs from groups that Bowie found influential in the 60s. You got Pink Floyd tracks and the Pretty Things and the Who and everything else. So, great album overall. I always thought it was one of my first ones I got into Bowie because I was a big fan of the Who, so I knew some of the tracks on there. Not really a giant critical success, sort of a mixed bag of reviews. But like I said, I always loved it, and it's one of the last albums to feature sort of the Spiders from Mars band. You got Mick Ronson still on there, because they had just sort of broken up. Bowie announced the breakup at the end of the Ziggy Stardust tour, and yet they still made this album. I bet those were fun sessions. All right, we're going to mix it up and go into the 80s now. We're going to listen to a track from Bowie's 1987 album, his 17th album overall. It's an album called Never Let Me Down, and we're going to listen to one of the singles off of that. Now, this album here was kind of a return to rock after he had a disappointing album called Tonight in 1984. This was in the middle of his 80s resurgence after Let's Dance, which was just huge. So by 1987, he wanted to sort of get back into the rock game, and he brought along Carlos Alomar still on guitar, and he brought along Peter Frampton to play lead guitar on most of the tracks. The track I'm going to play for you doesn't feature Peter Frampton on there. It also doesn't feature Mickey Rourke, who is on one of the tracks. The actor Mickey Rourke actually does sort of a spoken rap version, verse during one of the songs. So we're going to listen to Day In, Day Out right now by David Bowie, right now on Random Draw.
that I'm crazy. I feel you driving and you're on the wheel. Slow down, let someone love you. Ooh, I've never touched you since I started to feel. If there's nothing to hide me, and you never seen me hanging naked and white. Somebody lied. I say it's hip to be alive. Now your smile is spreading thin. Seems you're trying not to lose. Since I'm not supposed to win, all you've got to do is win.
That's all you gotta do. It ain't over.
I'm fresh on your pages. Secret thinkers sometimes listening aloud. Life lies dumb on its heroes. Where your wound was on, I'll make someone proud. Someone like you should not be allowed to start any fires. Now your smile is spreading thin. Seems you're trying not to lose. Seems I'm not supposed to grin. All you've got to do is win.
That's all you gotta do.
It ain't over. Now your smile is spreading thin. Seems you're trying not to lose. Since I'm not supposed to grin, all you've got to do is win.
That's all you gotta do.
To do is win.
It ain't over.
When your smile is spreading thin,
Sick and believing you.
seems you're trying not to lose.
It ain't over.
I'm not supposed to grin.
That's all you gotta do.
All you've got to do is win.
It ain't over. No. Sick and believing you.
All you've got to do is win.
It ain't over. No.
All you've got is all you've got.
It ain't over.
That was Win right there. And before that, we heard Modern Love, and we started off this second set of great Bowie music with Day In and Day Out from his Never Let Me Down album in 1987. Now, Modern Love, of course, was taken from the 1983 classic album Let's Dance, one of those albums that, as you're growing up, especially if you were a child of the 80s, you just had to have. You know, I think everyone had a copy of that album, which was always kind of a, it was just a great album overall, had, great hits. I would just think of Let's Dance and China Girl and Modern Love, of course, we heard right there. Great album produced by Nile Rodgers and featuring Stevie Ray Vaughan on lead guitar and all that. So you can't go wrong when you got Stevie Ray Vaughan on lead guitar on your pop album. So that was David Bowie with Modern Love. And we closed off the set of music of this great special edition of the Random Draw Salute to David Bowie with his track Win, taken from the album Young Americans. Now, this was a 1975 album, and it sort of marked a transition from his previous work, stuff like Ziggy Stardust and Aladdin Sane, where he was more into the characters and sort of a far out there kind of a sound. This was getting into his, I think he called it Plastic Soul era, where he was doing the soul albums in Philadelphia, working with some great soul musicians. This particular album not only had his usual people like Carlos Alomar on guitar, you also had David Sanborn on sax, and you also had people like Ava Cherry and Luther Vandross singing background vocals on a lot of those tracks. You can actually see some of the old clips on YouTube of Bowie performing stuff from Young Americans on American Bandstand and stuff with Luther Vandross singing backup. So just overall, one of my favorite albums. It's got some killer tracks on there, like Young Americans and Win and Fascination and Across the Universe. And closes out the album with Fame, featuring a little friend of his named John Lennon on that track. So really, really great album. So if you haven't checked the entire album out of Young Americans, I certainly recommend that. All right, well, we're going to transition now. Normally, I would take a break right now, but you know what? We got so much great Bowie music to listen to today. We're going to skip the break today, and we're going to keep the music going. And we're going to jump right in now to one of his live albums, his first live album, as a matter of fact, called David Live. It was recorded in 1974 at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia. And again, this album really marks that transition period between the earlier stuff and the Young American stuff, because it features Bowie's newer band performing some of the older tracks from Ziggy and Aladdin Sane, while also debuting some of the kind of music and style he'd be taking up again with Young Americans. But we're going to take you back to one of the early albums. We're going to listen to a track that originally appeared on Man Who Sold the World album. It's one of my favorite tracks, another long one from him. We're going to listen to a live version of Width of a Circle right now from David Bowie right now on Random Draw.
God's a young man too good. Said so long and I waved bye-bye. Slashed my soul and freed in my mind. Got laid by Young I was lately half asleep, for which my reputation swept back over time. And the moral of this magic spell, negotiate my hide. God did take my logic for a ride. Riding along, Swallowing his pride, I'm poking his lips. Showing the little bell round his hips. My knees are shaking, my cheeks are clear. Said he'll never go down to the gods again. Turn around, go back. We struck the ground, a cabin appeared. And I smelled the burning feet of air. We crashed the bows in the arch below. I said, do it again, turn around, go back. Stepping his body straight above. Torn, swollen with double snap. Snake and I open them high. I said, do it again, turn around, go back. Breathe, breathe, breathe deeply. I will see the breathe deeply. Spinning central hotel, waiting for you.
was walking through the counters of a national concern, and a cash machine was spitting by my shoulder. And I saw the multitude of faces on his stretch and clean, as the merchandise exchanged and money rolled. And a woman hot with worry slyly slipped a tin of a stewing steak into the paper bag at her side. And her face was white with fear in case her actions were observed, so she closed her eyes to keep her conscience blind, crying, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good. God may look the other way today. God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good. God may look the other way today. Then she she moved toward the exit, clutching tightly at her paper bag. Perspiration trickled down her forehead, and her heart had leapt inside her as a hand laid on her shoulder. She was led away, bewildered and amazed. Through her deafened ears, the cash machines were shrieking on the counter as her escort asked her softly for her name. And a crowd of honest people rushed to help a tired old lady who had fainted to the whirling wooden floor, crying, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good. Surely God won't look the other way. God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good. Surely God won't look the other way. Hey!
God Knows I'm Good. And before that, we heard the live version of Width of a Circle by David Bowie. And you've been listening all hour long so far to this great tribute to one of my favorite musicians, David Bowie. Luckily, someone was able to donate a bunch of records to us, and included in that pile was a whole lot of David Bowie albums. So I figure what better time than right around, would be the birthday of David Bowie here in January. His birthday on January the 8th, to play a tribute to David Bowie. So I'm listening to Bowie tracks all hour long. And that last track was God Knows I'm Good, taken from his Space Oddity album, as it's known here in the U.S. I think in the U.K. it's just David Bowie. It's his second album he put out. The first one was called David Bowie. The second one was also called David Bowie. Different labels, that sort of thing, sort of a reset. But here in the States, it was known as Space Oddity for the longest time. And it came out in 1969. It came out after the single Space Oddity sort of rocketed, so to speak, David Bowie to international sort of, I don't know if you call it stardom, but at least acclaim and notoriety as far as being out there. And a really good album for sort of a debut album. Starts his career with Tony Visconti as his producer and arranger, and that one all the way through his entire life, right up to his last album, Black Star, which was released just before his death. And so again, you can sort of see where Bowie starts here and where he goes from here is just amazing how long it takes him around. Like I said, we opened that last setup with a live version of Width of a Circle that was originally on his Man Who Sold the World album. And if you haven't heard that album, I always recommend that one. That's my favorite Bowie album, Man Who Sold the World. It's almost sort of a hard rock, heavy, very heavy album. For some, you don't think of Bowie being that heavy, but it actually is a pretty heavy album. So if you can check that one out, by all means. Well, we got time for a couple more tracks here. We're going to open up with a track from one of Bowie's biggest albums, and that's the album Aladdin Sane. Now, this album features a lot of hits on there. I always think of it as being one of the more packed albums. You got Watch That Man, Aladdin Sane, Drive-In Saturday, Panic in Detroit, Cracked Actor. Let's see, Let's Spend the Night Together. Plus, you got the Gene Genie on there, which was sort of a big hit, so by all means. And this was one of his biggest albums ever in the UK. It didn't peak as well here in the US. It only reached like number 75 here in the US. I don't know what people were thinking back then, but one of the greatest albums of all time. And we're going to listen to the first track from the album. It's the song called Watch That Man. So right now, here's Watch That Man by David Bowie, right now on Random Draw.
Old-fashioned band of married men looking up to me for What's that man? What's that just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day. And you can be me. And I'll drink all the time. 'Cause we're lovers, and that is a fact. Yes, we're lovers, that is that. Though nothing will keep us together, we could steal time just for one day. We can be heroes forever and ever. What you say? Dolphins can swim. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
had no end with a song like that. That was Heroes. And before that, we heard Watch That Man. And again, you've been listening to an entire hour of music from the great David Bowie as a tribute to Bowie on his birthday from January the 8th. And that track, Heroes, was taken from his 12th album called Heroes, released 1977. And it was right smack in the middle of his Berlin trilogy of albums that were recorded in Berlin. And one of the great tracks of all time from David Bowie. That was Heroes, featuring great guitar work by Robert Fripp on that track. So, thank you all for indulging me for this last hour listening to some of my favorite music by one of my favorite artists. And that wraps us up here at Random Draw. If you'd like to learn more about WTBR or even have your own idea for your own show, you can visit us at WTBR-FM.com. There, if you want to do a show about David Bowie or any other musician, you certainly can. But certainly check out the website, WTBR-FM.com, for all of the information you need for this great radio station. So until next time here on Random Draw, I've been your host, David Cachet, and we will see you later.